Hello and welcome to Responsible Business. In this week's episode, packaging with a conscience. Pumps, often hidden from our view but consume almost a tenth of all electricity. And making cooking stoves more efficient and less harmful to health, trees, water and people have the answer. Did you know that 3%...
Generally hidden from view, pumps and motors are a necessity in many everyday applications where liquids need to be moved. It is estimated that pumps consume more than 10% of all global electrical energy, and that 2/3 of all pumps in operation today are using too much power. Making pumps and the motors that run them more efficient is therefore crucial to reducing our emissions.
One of the things the science is saying is urgency. We have to move now. The system is moving faster than we thought. Therefore, we need technologies that can deliver emissions reductions now. One of the best things is simply to become more efficient. Use more technologies that are more efficient in how they use energy and deliver the same output.
Grundfos is one company leading the way in addressing this issue. With an annual production of 16 million units, the company is one of the world's leading pump manufacturers.
Sustainability is a principle on which we base our entire business. Taking care about the climate, the globe and its resources is a fundamental principle that we follow everywhere in our business. One example I could mention is last year we developed our climate white paper, in which we state the principles we follow and the commitments we take on this very important global agenda.
Grundfos has supported the development of new EU legislation that will come into force in 2011, with strict standards for motor efficiency. By 2020, the legislation should lead to annual savings of 135 terawatt-hours in the European Union alone, which is equivalent to the current annual electricity consumption of Sweden. This will mean 63 million tonnes less carbon dioxide emissions a year and a saving of $11 billion. Inefficiencies are largely due to the motors that drive the pumps. In Europe, for example, these motors are a far bigger energy consumer than lighting and cooling appliances put together. Furthermore, most run continuously at top speed, despite many only needing to run at their full speed 5% of the time. In order to meet these new EU legislations, Grundfos is actively focusing on improving existing technologies whilst also developing new ones to reduce the energy consumption associated with pumps. It has developed its own range of motor technology called Blueflux, which is designed specifically to drive pump applications. This integrated approach to design not only leads to vastly increased efficiency, it also ensures greater reliability and a very fine degree of operational control. The Grundfos high-efficiency electric motors, or the Blueflux motors, use less energy, have a lower operating temperature than standard motor solutions, and can run efficiently across a wide temperature range. By identifying actual system needs and using a variable frequency drive, the high-efficiency motors ensure the pump is running at optimized speed, only when needed.
Now we have launched the very first generation of Blueflux motors and drives, and it doesn't stop by that. We have taken on the desire to invest heavily in the next generation of motor technology, and we are heavily engaged now in our research and technology department to take the next generation forward, and you will in the next 2-3 years see the next generation of high performance motor technology where we will lift the bar even further.
The industrial sector is one of the biggest users of pump motors. There are currently more than 110 million installed in the professional sector in the EU, and these pump motors used in industry consume a total of 163 terawatt-hours of electricity every year. By simply switching to high-efficiency motor technology, it is estimated that we could save 5% of the total European annual electrical consumption. Carlsberg is one company who has already seen the benefits of switching to more efficient pumping systems, here at their manufacturing plant in Fredericia in Denmark.
The environment is very important for Carlsberg, mainly because we rely on raw materials that are sourced directly from nature. Examples are barley and hops, water. So The continued success of our business is directly dependent on a healthy state of the environment. This brewery here would have hundreds and hundreds of pumps, from the very, very large ones into, of course, small ones. And Grundfos can help us in optimizing both the number and the type and the efficiency of the individual pumps.
In 2008, Carlsberg undertook a major upgrade to modernise the brewery and make Fredericia the centre of operations for the production of Carlsberg. As part of this upgrade, it installed the latest Grundfos pumps.
Grundfos also have a new initiative where we do pump audits. So we go in and we, in 3 steps, look at how many pumps do we have in a brewery, how are they performing and running, what is the optimal situation, so kind of benchmark ideal state, and then thirdly, we develop a plan together with Grundfos for how to improve that overall performance.
At some facilities, Carlsberg saw its investment in new pumps and pump technologies returned in less than a year due to savings on electricity costs. As a company, Grundfos has stated that its emissions will never surpass its 2008 levels. In 2009, it reduced overall emission levels by 10%.
Bringing new technologies and new solutions to the market will give us a competitive advantage. And we see more and more that our customers, they're asking for our environmental friendly solutions. On top of that, a typical company, they spend 20 to 30% of their electricity bills on running pumps. And I feel we have an obligation to help our customers become also more cost efficient in this area. We have since many years had a principle in our business where whenever we develop a new range of products, they will be at least 10% more efficient than the previous generation. I personally believe that being part of saving the planet will become good business.